Hey posers, welcome to the Posing Posse, the first exclusive video that I'm doing just for you guys. I've had a lot of requests from a lot of people to do a room tour, to do a collection tour, to do some kind of tour. And while my full collection isn't in a state that I want to show off to a lot of people, everything in this room is. And I'm going to start with this brief video in which I showcase everything that's over here on this wall. Stuff that you can barely glimpse in the live streams and such. I want to give everybody a closer look and hopefully answer some questions as to what it is that is my jam, things that I really dig. Without further ado, let's just move on to the video. All right, everyone, we're just going to start things off here with just an overview of the wall to the right of what you're seeing when I'm doing my shows. You can see I've got a premium format collection of X-Men down there. I've also got a hodgepodge of other stuff over on the top, some fine art prints over there, and there's a broken down model of a Apollo Saturn V rocket. My dog knocked it over. She's blind, so we won't blame her, right? But let's just go ahead and start up here with the art prints. I'm going to move on in on this guy, which is a art print by Laura Zombie, who is a very talented artist. She's quite popular. You've probably heard of her. If not, Google that name and check her stuff out because it's really great. Existential run, a run of existential art prints of superheroes that she did. I was able to score one, and in this case, I really liked this one a lot. I picked those up right when COVID was going on, which probably explains why I was so into it. I know, I just felt compelled to buy it. Moving off to the right, we've got Dr. Doom, the art print of Dr. Doom by Richard Lewan from Sideshow Collectibles. This is the canvas print. I love the canvas prints a lot. I was a big fan of the HD aluminum until I got this one, and then I was like, ooh, yeah, canvas all the way. Moving on down to, this is something I really dig. I'm a big fan of Daredevil. I'm not sure how many people know that, but it's, I just had an opportunity to pick this up and I just couldn't resist it. And why would you want to? Just look how cool it is. It's got really fine texture on it. It breathes as bronze, even though it's actually just resin. Yeah, cool stuff. You've all seen this in the shot when I'm doing a show, but this is a kind of a closer look at the Martin Anson print of Superman from Man of Steel, my favorite Superman movie. I know that's sacrilegious to some people, but that's just the way that it is. Moving on over here, you can see I've got a really sweet mask of Michael Myers mask from Halloween 2018. Love this thing. Love this thing. Touched up and made glorious by the inestimable Josh Church, good friend of mine from back in the day. Book back behind him, hiding in the corner, we've got the staff of Gandalf the Grey. Just hanging out back there, being cool. You can see that it's got its pipe. This one is from The Hobbit. And yeah, love that. You've probably seen that on some of the live streams for Sideshow. Anyway, here is Igor. The Igor 6-scale figure by Hot Toys. It's about the size of a baby. And I've actually held it like a baby on many occasions because, well, it's kind of my baby. Off to his right, you can see the 3-0 Bumblebee from the Bumblebee film. So many of these are out there floating around. Very, very reasonable price. Hard to resist buying it because it's just so damned posable. The range of motion on it is just first rate. Behind Bumblebee, you can probably guess who that is. That is Mjolnir by Hasbro Legends. I've done some washes on it just to make it look less like silver plastic and more like Uru, which was very important to me. I just wanted this thing to look its best on display. Moving up, that is Venomized Groot by Sideshow. By Hot Toys that I got from Sideshow. Fun figure. You can actually, I've got him in his partially Groot mode, but you can actually go full on Venom with it as well. But I kind of just like having the cute little face staring out at me. He is actually holding on to the Elder Wand from Harry Potter because, well, he's mischievous like that. Over here, we've got the Thanos 6-scale figure by Hot Toys, sitting there at the ready, wielding his double-bladed sword, which I just learned is actually a better design than the one that was used in the film because the blades are actually on the wrong way in the film. It's so bizarre that I just found that out yesterday, so I'm kind of excited about it. I'm gonna go wide here so that you can get a good look at that shield of Captain America in the background, appropriately placed behind Iron Patriot by Hot Toys. The shield is from Hasbro Legends. This armor design is just so great. It's just so awesome. I kind of wish that they had gone the original design and just done the War Machine paint motif, but for whatever reason they chose to go with an Iron Patriot. That's fine. It's still kick-ass. I love it a lot. You can see Rocket hanging out down there. Couldn't really put one there without the other, because just having Rocket and Iron Patriot show up with Hulk the way that they did, I would really like to get a Professor Hulk figure now that I think about it. This video's giving me ideas. Off to the right there, we have Momane Don, aka Hammerhead, one of the original Cantina characters from Star Wars: A New Hope. He's drunkenly leaning up against the Galactica Top Gun trophy from the Battlestar Galactica show from the mid 2000, what was it, 2004, I think is when it started. By the way, down here we also have the prop replica of the pager of Nick Fury, which he used to summon Captain Marvel when everything went south at the end of Infinity War. I almost said Civil War. But yeah, that's really super cool. I like that one a lot. Speaking of things that I like a lot, there is Ironmonger and the 6-scale figure by Hot Toys, the OG. Of course, it's the OG. They haven't done a remake of that. I am hotly anticipating that they may choose to do one in diecast. I think it's unlikely, but I would really, really like to see it happen. At his feet, actually, let's go back there first, because you can see hiding in the background a coaster from the Cantina at Galaxy's Edge, Disney Galaxy's Edge, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Disney. And in front of that, we have a 1/72nd scale model of a F-16, which is my favorite airplane. And it's in the livery of the U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds, who I've seen 3 times. These guys are really, really impressive. Follow them on Facebook, because they've got some really cool videos and stuff that you can see. Underneath its right wing, you can see a keychain of a Mark II Viper from Battlestar Galactica. This is by Quantum Mechanics. By the way, so is the mug. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. But the Viper keychain is actually one of 5. They did a full run of this keychain where it was tarnished, it was like all weathered and had washes on it, but this is a completely chrome version. The Quantum Mechanics CEO gave this to me as a gift after I did some work for them at one point. And like I said, only 5 in existence. The rest are in the hands of actors from Battlestar Galactica, including Jamie Bamber, Edward James Olmos, and Gareth Race herself, Katie Sackhoff. Anyway, moving right along, we've got Megatron from the Transformers animated series by 3-0. It's really, really, really great. All these figures by 3-0 of the Transformers line are just amazing. Next to him, we got BB-8. Got a robot thing going on here. And above him, behind him, we've got the Scar Predator 6-scale figure by Hot Toys from Alien vs. Predator. One of my favorite movies that I hate to love or love to hate, whichever one you choose to go with. Great figure. Love this a lot. Speaking of things that I love a lot, here we have Frog Thor. That is a premium format figure by Sideshow that was released a few years back. Not sure how many of those that they made, but it's great. I mean, I collected that issue off of the newsstands when it first came out, the original appearance of the Frog of Thunder. They actually referenced that in one of the films. Remember that time I turned you into a frog or something like that? Anyway. Let's go ahead and go with this one first. This is the Sonic Screwdriver of Matt Smith from Doctor Who, made by a good friend of mine who was the prop maker for the show. Beautiful thing. It lights up. This one does not make sound, which actually makes it more screen accurate. They actually released a version of this with sound, but I just wanted it to be exactly like the prop, and that's what I got. There's Optimus playing asteroids. He's actually a placeholder because I'm hoping to get a Han Solo investment gear from Hot Toys someday with a Chewbacca that I can have Han playing the video game while Chewbacca's got his furry mitts in the air cheering him on. Dropping down to the X-Men, here we've got Rogue. This is the regular version. All these figures are by Sideshow, by the way. This man needs no introduction. Wolverine. And there is Sabretooth. Big fan of that character. He scares the hell out of me. And that is Jean Grey. Exclusive. Cyclops. Magneto. Or just ordered his helmet from Hasbro. Can't wait for that to come in. That sign, by the way, I got from Target.com. Not sure if it's still around. White Queen, Emma Frost, looking great, looking mean. I just love the intricate nature. Just look at the way the fingers just intertwine in her hair there. I just love that so much. Speaking of things I love so much, there is Colossus, the exclusive version of that figure with Lockheed the Dragon. Coming back down, we've got X-23, and then above here, of course, we've got the Raging Cajun Gambit and Mystique. Let's wrap this up with this lamp, by the way. This lamp is actually the lamp from Phoebe and Rachel's apartment in Friends from Pottery Barn. That's kind of like a deep cut. Anyway, and that's the tour of the wall. All right, so that's done. Hope you guys enjoyed that quick little tour. I'll be doing other tours, similar tours for other locations in this room, as well as back there in my studio and other places in the house as time goes by. And you can look forward to seeing those exclusively right here on the Posing Posse as a member of the Posing Posse. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. I hope you all have a great day. Bye.